Breaking news coming to you from downtown Toronto. I've always wanted to say that. The news is about your travel insurance policy. Now, usually when you hear breaking news, it is generally followed by a devastating event that has occurred. But not today. Today I have great news for you, and that is all about your travel insurance policy, making some really positive changes going forward with your travel plans. And I'm pleased to bring that news to you today because I know that so many of you are looking forward to traveling again. But you're a responsible traveler and you want to make sure that when you do travel that you will be covered for any medical emergencies or anything that should happen out there. And so I too was in the same predicament because I have to make a trip down to the United States shortly, and I needed to make sure that I was 100% covered under my existing insurance policy. So I called the insurance company that I deal with, and I got a lovely young gentleman on the phone, and he was really good at explaining all of the policy wording to me, which was great, all good news, but I needed it in writing. And you should always make sure that you do get it in writing. So he emailed me that copy of what he just discussed with me, and now that I have a paper trail, it's definitely good to have that just in case there is a claim put in. You need to make sure that you have CYA, covered your butt. So here is a copy of the email that I received. Now, while we continue to view the government advisory as the primary guideline, we understand that plan members will make their own choices around traveling. But in these situations, we firmly believe that providing peace of mind is the right thing to do. And for that reason, we are making significant update and changes to our standard travel plan to include coverage for emergency medical expenses related to COVID-19 for the period of August 15th, 2020 through June 30th, 2021, up to the existing maximums and limitations within the plan. This is the insurance company that is saying that they are making sure that you have coverage when you do travel. But you still have to watch and pay attention to the government advisory boards, as well as any of the quarantine guidelines that have been put in place for any of the countries that you happen to be visiting. Nothing there has changed, but it is always good to know that your insurance will cover you, especially for COVID-19 related cases going forward. Because who knows, right? None of us know when and if that second wave comes, and if we happen to be out of the country, it's always good to know that you are going to be covered. Now keep in mind that when they are talking about those limitations that are already inside of the policy, they are referring to pre-existing conditions and stability. Now I have done videos on this before explaining the language behind that. Please go ahead and review that at your leisure. If you do have a pre-existing condition, that still needs to be addressed, as well as your stability, which is how long have you been stable for. This has been great. I just wanted to reiterate that to make sure that you are looking at that policy wording. Make sure that it is similar to what I have shown you right here, because I think that it's great news. I wanted to bring that to you today, and I would love it if you would share that with your friends, family, and peers going forward, because they should hear about this as well. If you have any questions or concerns about what I've just talked about, please put that in the comment section down below. Let's keep this conversation going. Looking forward to seeing you again in my next video. However, if this is your first time visiting this channel, please consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button that's down below, as well as the bell, which will notify you that I've just uploaded a new video. Look forward to seeing you, and have yourself a wonderful week. And ciao, adios, and take good care of yourselves. Bye.
Of course, the great disclaimer in all of this is that every insurance policy is unique. Before you book, read the fine print. Cameron McIntosh, CBC News, Winnipeg.